Hey guys, in my new book, Heart of the Father, I share a couple of personal, maybe a little bit vulnerable stories. I mean, nothing too wild or too crazy, but for some people reading it or even listening to this video, you may think it's a little bit weird. That's all right. I'm cool with that. But they're personal stories, and they have a very powerful point to it. And the very powerful point I'll go ahead and tell you is that God loves the details of your life, the small, seemingly insignificant details of your life. He's into the details. He loves those details about you, and he sees you and he knows you, but ultimately wants to be known by you, right? He desires a personal and intimate relationship with you, and he provided a way for that. Provided a way for that to happen through his son, Jesus Christ. But in the book, I share two stories, and one of them, for my whole life, for some reason, I've always loved the number 3. I've always loved the number 3, and growing up, for some reason, it just always was. And people who really know me, they know that about me. And high school baseball was number 3, and the people called me Corey 3 instead of Corey Lee. And it's just, it's one of those things I just always like. Some people are into colors and stuff. I don't know. But for some reason, I like the number 3. But during this recent season of our lives, I was seeing the number 3 everywhere. And I don't go around looking for that kind of stuff. But I mean, it was just like a blatant out there. I mean, I would be dead asleep one moment, and then the very next moment, wide awake, I look over at the clock and it's 3:33. Or 3 o'clock, or 3:03. And we would go out to eat to the restaurant, and the little table numbers, or the number 3. Our kids would be given random sports numbers of 3. And I mean, it was just like almost ridiculous. Was seeing it all over the place, and it kind of got funny to me a little bit. And I was driving down the road one morning, taking our kids to my mom's house, and I glanced down at the clock, and the clock says 7:33. And I kind of chuckled to myself because at this point it was just way out there, seeing it all over the place. And I to myself, I was like, God, why don't you show me the number 3? And honestly, it was one of those, it was kind of a rhetorical question. I wasn't expecting the Lord to answer. I was just kind of laughing to myself. And I was like, Lord, God, why don't you show me the number 3? And immediately he spoke. And he said, because it's your favorite number. And I was like, well, I know that. I know it's my favorite number, but why are you showing me? And y'all, I'm just telling you, I could feel the Lord press in. I felt him get close and say, almost like he was about to share a secret. And he said, it's my favorite number too. And I was like, really? Why is 3 your favorite number? And he said, because it's your favorite number. My favorite number is the number 3 because it's your favorite number. And every time you see it, I'm saying, hey, look, there's our favorite number. And you know what's amazing about that is God used the most insignificant detail of my life. It's a number, right? Something I like. But he used that to say he loves me, and he's into the details of my life, and he's true about you as well. He loves the details of your life. And one other quick one was I had gone out to this is an executive retreat for business owners, business leaders, and I'd gone out to the West Coast, and it was a faith-based executive retreat. And part of this retreat where they were going to have a time of prophetic ministry. Now, I did not grow up around anything like that. We never even talked about that. So for some of you guys listening, that's nothing new. For some of you, are probably very much like me. I didn't know anything about that. But I have gotten into an environment where I'm kind of familiar with it now and comfortable with giving and receiving prophetic words. But as I went into that, I was still a little bit guarded, right? I was a little bit guarded. I was a little, I don't know. And the very first guy, he sits down. He's an older gentleman. He looks at me and he says, does the phrase no ice mean anything to you? I was like, no ice? And he's like, yeah, no ice. Does the phrase no ice mean anything to you? I was like, I don't know. That doesn't really, stand out or ring a bell to me. I'm sorry, that doesn't really kind of stick with me. And he's like, do you ever go to a restaurant and say, I would like water with no ice? I said, oh yeah, yes, I absolutely. I don't like ice in my water, so I often will order water with no ice. And in fact, we went to Chick-fil-A the other day. I ordered a salad, and I said, I want the big old water. I want the big water with no ice. I said, that's what I said the other day. And he said, was it Monday? I thought about it for a moment. I was like, yeah, it was Monday. It was exactly Monday when I said that. And he said, yeah, that's what the Lord told me. And the Lord told me, he says he loves the details of your life, the small things in your life. He loves that about you. And as I was thinking on that, I was like, wow, that's pretty incredible. But I was, again, on the West Coast, and I was flying back, and we were on the airplane flying back. And the stewardess lady, she was walking through getting everybody's drinks, and the lady beside me, it gets time to order our drinks. The lady beside me, she gets water. And I was like, you know what, I'm going to go with the water too. So I tell the stewardess I would like a water, and she hands me the cup of water, and I look down, and it's water with no ice. And I think to myself, I was like, I know I didn't say water with no ice. I just said water. So I look at the lady beside me, and she's got a cup full of water and a cup full of ice. I mean, it's more ice than it is water. You know, they pack it to the brim with ice. And I look over at her cup of water with ice, and I look back at mine. And then I lean forward to see the aisle beside me, and a dude's got Coke with ice and Sprite with ice. And I look back over at my water with no ice, and I just kind of chuckle to myself. Because God loves the details of my life. He loves the details of your life. Every small, seemingly insignificant detail of your life, He loves that about you. And again, he knows that about you. He sees you, and He wants to be known by you. He wants an intimate relationship with you. I hope this has added value to you. I hope it has been a source of encouragement to you. I hope you have an awesome day. And if you're looking for the book, you can get that on my website at CoreyLeeLeadership.com/Heart of the Father, or on Amazon. You can get it there too. But hope this video has added value to you. I hope you have an awesome day, and God bless.